Hey guys, long time no see. Hey, I wanted to run something by you on a new development that we made in Motohunt. So thank you for your attention. Give this video a quick few minutes of your time. Let me know some feedback. Let me know what you think. Okay, so I'm going to sign into Motohunt here, which is super easy. I'm doing it with my Google account. And here's my dealership, Easygoing Motorsports. I'll make it bigger here. So this is my Moto Hunt inventory. For anybody using Moto Hunt, you know what this looks like. But I'm gonna go to appraisals here at the top left, and I'm going to look for some Facebook Marketplace private listings to purchase. So let's go for my appraisal screen, and I've got this set up in my demo account for Arizona. Anybody in Arizona where I live, I can see the Facebook Marketplace. You can see my saved one down here as a YZFR1. But in the top right, we'll click this, and it'll open up my local 200 miles from Phoenix Marketplace private listings. Now I'm grabbing all this data from Facebook Marketplace and I'm bringing it into my tools. So this looks like the marketplace. We call it the Moto Hunt Marketplace, but we're bringing Facebook Marketplace into Moto Hunt Marketplace so that we can look at it as a filtered and quick view guide, right? So I'm just going to look at these and I'm going to use some of my filters over here. So obviously we want used and we want private, not dealer and new. I would say let's look at something that's within your your year ranges, right? So 24 to 2010, right? Something like that. And actually I think I got that backwards. So let's go 2010 to 2024. I want to search for some used Harleys. And I'm just going to leave it open like that and see what we get. Okay. Then I'm going to hit search at the bottom. Okay. So now we're left with 481 used 2010 to 24 Harley Davidson vehicles in Phoenix by owner. Okay. Now, rather than going through all 481 of them, you can filter it even more. So let's say you like street glides. So let's say street glide, and we'll hit enter on that one. And now we've got 41. Okay. So we're drilling down. Another thing that you could do is under this most valuable here is you can go with one of these, like best match, most recent, right? All that stuff. Um, the card, right? The card. So we got three cards here. Is just a quick view. So he's asking 9,000 bucks for it. They've listed it with 9,800 miles, which we are tagging as low mileage. It's at a private seller. It's in Casa Adobes, which I don't know where that is in Arizona, but I know where Gilbert is, Picture Rocks, Gilbert, Apache Junction, Casa Grande, right? Really doesn't matter. And then I've got this, right? So this right here is going to be an ALP and JD Power score. So what we're trying to tell you is that this price of $9,000 for this 2015 Street Glide, as they've listed it, is 30% under the average list price JD Power price that Moto Hunt gives you. Okay. So let's click over to the price button right here. And what it does is it brings this 2015 Street Glide into the lookup, right, within Moto Hunt. Okay. So we're just looking at it and, we're kind of going through now the value guide on this bike. There's that 30% score again, right? So here it is. And again, it's a combination between this real-time retail for dealers and owners, and then the JD Power average retail. So we're 30% under that at $9,000. If you want to break them up, he's 35% under the normal retail price average, and he's 25% under the average retail price. So he's more like clean trade in. He's less than clean trade in. So this is JD Power, rough, clean, and average retail. Most of you guys buy your used bikes. You buy them between rough and clean, sometimes under rough. But we've also got the NPA wholesale here. So wholesale on this is 58.20, right? So it's a much lower wholesale. Um, just kind of starting, we've got Facebook Marketplace, Casa Dobes is where it's at or where they listed it. He listed it as a color black, he or she. Lots of add-ons, about 3,000 worth. They hide the phone number if you put that in Facebook Marketplace. 8,500 this weekend will donate to a poor black family before I go lower than 85. So you kind of know where he's at. The information has kind of confirmed that with JD Power, with retail, with wholesale. If that's what you want to do or you want to talk to him, go right ahead. I'm scrolling down the page further, right, to see what my competition is on this bike. So if I buy this bike, what is my competition going to be if I turn around and retail it? So there's 38 of those in the market, right? The closest one to me is in Buddy Stubbs, and he's got two of them. Then Desert Wind has got a bunch of them. Roadrunner's got a bunch of them, right? So these are all the local Harley dealers that have used Harley Street Glides that would be competitive with the one that I'm about to make an offer on if I'm in this area, right? And you can kind of see it keeps going, right? We also have in here 20 alternatives by owner used, right? So there's also listings of, hey, these are also some Facebook marketplace listings that are also similar to the one that you're looking at now, the one that you picked out, right? And here's some of their mileage. Here's their asking price. Here's their ALP score, right? 47% compared to the one that we're looking at. So lots of stuff, right? And now what's interesting is I can do two things now, right? So let's say that this is a bike that I want to take forward and say, all right, now I'm ready to take the next step, which is to save it. Okay. And once we have this saved button hit, we can now start to document it as an appraisal. So previous to this, it was a lookup. Now it's a true blue appraisal. It's now saved in our appraisal organized screen, right? And if I hit see all, there it is right there at the top, right? So I saved it as an appraisal. It's in my appraisals bucket, along with a couple of service bikes, this saved one from Facebook, and then, manual appraisals that I've punched in there, manually, right? I just typed that information in. But let's go back to that 2015 Street Glide. So, he's saying 8,500. I can potentially sell this thing for 13,999. You can use this little mini desking tool if you wanted to. It's if it needs something, right? Recon and labor. I might do something else with these things, but we can do show information. You can put the guy's information in there, right? To track it, right? Messaged him with JB's account. Offer is good, right? Something like that, right? And save it. Okay. So all that information gets saved, obviously. Nothing really revolutionary there, but you can also hit this Facebook logo and it will take you right to the listing itself on Facebook Marketplace. Now it links over to there because two reasons. You want to look at maybe some more pictures. We only bring in one picture. Looks like it got a carbon fiber front fender. Couple of nice upgrades, right? Whatever, right? It looks like a pretty clean bike. It's got some tasteful upgrades that might do well for you, might not. That's really neither here nor there, right? We're on a buying mission with this. And then the second thing is that you can, if you're signed in through Facebook, and you can see that I'm signed in at the top right, you can hit send them a message, right? And then it does it from there. Now just verifying, and you see my message right there, right? So that hidden information right there, that's the phone number. So that's Facebook doing that, not us. And that's pretty much it, guys, right? So I'm back to Motohunt, and that's one bike down, right? That I have in my appraisal screen. Okay.